First up, extrajudicial killings never existed, said President Afanali. Guyana's President Afanali today said that extrajudicial killings never existed under the previous PPP administration as he responded to questions from the media on the police's latest shooting death of a Essequibo businessman in Boston. Many believe that Boston killings signal a return of extrajudicial killings, which were evident in the early 2000s when the PPP held office. Those occurrences were well documented by Amnesty International and the U.S. State Department and were subject of many protests held by several civil groups such as Mourning Family and Friends in White and relatives of the deceased. However, President Ali, in his response, said there can be no return to something that never existed.
So let me start from that. So you can't return to something that never existed. You can't, if you're starting from a foundation of lies, you can't return to the foundation of lies. So I'm not going to go beyond that in responding to this because there's no basis to respond to it. It has been dismantled. It is a foundation of lies. And I'm not going to return to something that never existed in the first place. Thank you.
He said the narrative that was created of extrajudicial killings was a disgusting narrative aimed at discrediting the then PPP government.
Let me be very clear on this. The propaganda that was used in the past about extrajudicial killing was dismantled. There was an entire publication, I think, in Starbuck News of every single name and the reasoning behind and the analysis of every single name. In that list, they did not have only Afro-Guyanese. So I'm not going to go back to a position with a false basis. This has been proven. The narrative that was created about extrajudicial killing was a disgusting narrative aimed at discrediting the PPP civic government. It was a disgusting narrative aimed at discrediting the PPP civic government. It has no basis, it was not factual, and we have dismantled this. And for a very long time, it did not come up back after that publication because the world saw that this was just used as a political tool to discredit the PPP. Our vision in government is to bring this country together. Our vision in government is to develop Guyana in a peaceful environment, in an environment in which every Guyanese enjoys prosperity.
Some of the stories that come to mind are the 2002 killing of Shaka Blair, who was shot dead by the police in his home in front of his family at Buxton. Junior Drake Stanton, who was shot dead by the police in a guest house at High Street on May 2001. University of Guyana student Yuancy Douglas, who was shot dead by ranks on Sheriff Street in 2003. Antonio Houston and his two friends, John Bruce and Steve Grant, were riddled with bullets on Mandela Avenue by members of the Target Special Squad, and the South Road shooting death of 3 youths from All Boys Town in the vicinity of KNVC Hotel in 2013.